Hey, what's going on everybody? It's ETAPRIME back here again. Today we're going to be taking a look at the world's smallest functional Atari 2600 from Tiny Arcade. Recently, me and my family went to our local Cracker Barrel for breakfast, and I saw this on the shelf and I had to pick it up. It was 20 bucks, and while it's definitely not practical for playing your favorite 2600 games on, it's still a really cool little piece in my opinion. I mean, the world's smallest fully functional Atari 2600 with a little CRT type TV. I mean, obviously it's not a real CRT, it's got an LCD, but it does work, and there's 10 games pre-installed on this thing. So let's go ahead and get this thing out of the box and see what we have here. Now, if you're familiar with these Tiny Arcades or the Tiny Arcade Company, you'll know that they create a ton of these little machines. This is the first one that I've seen as a full console, but they have a lot of miniature arcade machines. And yeah, I mean, I actually do like collecting a few here and there. I haven't bought all of them because some of the games I'm just never going to be interested in. But like the Ninja Turtles arcade is something that I recently picked up because I thought it was awesome. And I'm a Ninja Turtle collector, vintage and new stuff. All right, so here it is. We got these fold-out feet here on the TV portion. It does come with batteries already installed. Got a little on and off switch. Pull that battery tab. And I'm not close enough to see if that's on or off, but we also have this little adjustable screen here. It comes out. That way you can get a better look at it if it's sitting on the desk. You don't have to get right down on it. Here's the 2600 along with the RF adapter and a 2600 joystick. Functional joystick and functional button. I mean, this thing is really, really cool. Unfortunately, you cannot unplug any of this from the TV. So we do have a functional power button on the 2600. This is going to turn everything on. We also have that power switch on the bottom of the TV. And the joystick actually feels pretty decent. We have that single button, just like an original Atari 2600 joystick. And we've got 10 pre-installed games. So we have Centipede, Pong, Missile Command, Breakout, Asteroids, Combat, Warlords, Millipede, Tempest, and they've added a bonus Pac-Man game just to get it up to 10 games. And we've got this nice little game select screen that we can navigate with the joystick. Now I'm sure you understand how small this is, but I did want to give you a little comparison here. Here's a US quarter next to the joystick. Here it is next to the console, and I did want to give you a closer look at this little RF adapter. It looks like there's little switches on it, and we also have that cable input. I think they did a really good job on the detail here, given how small it is. And if we take a closer look at the console itself, you can see we have all of the switches. These are non-functional. The only one that really works is the middle red power button, but it's still cool to see everything here and labeled correctly. So I wanted to test out a few games, and I know it's still a bit hard to see on this smaller screen. I tried everything I could to get all of my cameras to film this properly. This is about the best I could do with the equipment I have, but first up, let's get into Pong real quick. It actually would have been pretty cool if there was an extra controller you could plug in for 2 players, but you know, huddled around this little thing with 2 people would have been really hard to play. So yeah, obviously we got Pong here. Press that red button, it'll bring us right back into the menu, and we'll get into something else. Let's do Centipede. Yeah, I'm just actually having a really hard time seeing the screen here while I'm filming because that camera's so close to it. I'm kind of at an angle, but I haven't got hit yet. I'm just going to play through till I get destroyed or I make it to the next level. Now, if I was up on this, it'd be a lot easier to play, but right now with that camera in the way, I'm just having a really hard time seeing it. Oh, there we go. I knew that was going to happen. So just move on to the next game. I'm going to go with something a bit easier here. We'll do Breakout. Let's try that Pac-Man game they added on here, if I can find it in the list. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is going to be really hard to do the way I'm sitting. But I mean, yeah, it's a cool little stocking stuffer. It's a cool little mantelpiece. You could throw it up on a shelf. And if you're a toy collector or an action figure collector, I do think this goes really well with the 5 to 6 inch characters. Another quick thing here, this does run on 3 AAA batteries. They can be replaced, But yeah, I love the attention to detail. It would have been nice if we could have unplugged the 2600 from the back of the TV, but overall it does work like it is, and I'm actually really surprised at how well this little joystick works. And the wire that they're using here is actually like a nylon wrapped wire, so it should be a little more durable, but this is definitely not something you pick up, to play your favorite 2600 games on. This is more of a novelty. You're only going to use it once or twice. It's a cool little party trick. And at $20, if you're into old school consoles like this, I personally think it would be well worth picking one up just as kind of a little display piece. But that's going to wrap it up for this one. I really appreciate you watching. I did pick mine up from Cracker Barrel, but they're also available at Target and Walmart. I'll try to find a few links. I can leave them in the description for you. And let me know in the comments below if you're thinking about picking one up or you're just going to skip it altogether. Because like I mentioned, it's definitely more of a novelty, but it's a cool little display piece. If you have any questions, you know where to leave them. And like always, thanks for watching.